Welcome, everyone. Take a deep breath. Slow your mind down for a moment and really listen deeply to what's being said here. Because this conversation is bigger than religion, it's bigger than politics, it's bigger than race, bigger than trends, and honestly, it's bigger than belief itself. Humanity is going through something serious right now, and people all over can feel it. There are some that can explain it, but there are some that cannot. Some are resisting it, and some are awakening to it. But there is a great shift happening within the human consciousness. People everywhere are emotionally exhausted, mentally overwhelmed, spiritually confused, disconnected from themselves, disconnected from each other, and deep down, many are asking the same question. What is really happening to us? And I believe one of the greatest reasons humanity struggles to understand itself is because we were never really truly taught the levels of consciousness. We were taught what to believe, but not how awareness evolves. We were taught religion, but not inner transformation. We were taught how to survive in systems, but not how to understand our own spirit, our own mind, our own emotions, and our own awareness. And we don't even understand that we ourselves carry a divine nature. So most people were born into conditioning before they were ever discovered who they truly were. Born into fear, born into inherited beliefs, born into traditions, born into systems, into identities, and most of all, born into limitations. And simply because of that, many people spend their entire lives living through programming without ever truly questioning reality themselves or the deeper nature of existence. And this is why two people can read the same scripture and receive two completely different understandings. One person sees words and the other sees transformation. One person sees religion and the other one sees consciousness. One sees history and the other sees a coded map of the human awakening. And this is because spiritual truth was never only meant to be intellectually understood. Spiritual truth is not meant to be believed. It has to be spiritually realized. You must recognize it within you. This is why there are so many teachings that was hidden in parables and symbolism and metaphors and dark sayings. Even Jesus spoke in parables because deeper truth cannot fully be received by an unawakened mind. And this is something humanity has largely forgotten. We've become a civilization filled with information but lacking realization, filled with opinions but lacking wisdom, filled with belief but lacking transformation. And many people stay stuck at lower levels of consciousness, the lower levels of awareness, without even realizing it. Some people live only in survival consciousness, where life revolves around fear and money, stress, pleasure, survival, and escaping the pain. And other people lived in a programmed consciousness where everything they think, they believe, and defend come from systems they never question. They're just a part of it because this is what they grew up in. Others remain in religious consciousness. This is the majority of people, where they strongly believe in God, but this is an external belief. They have never truly encountered the deeper transformation that's happening internally within you. And that's what the Ark of Consciousness is all about. It's about not being afraid to explore the deeper parts of your own mind where God sits on the throne within the self, which means that it's time for us to mature from the belief system, because if we're only believing, we cannot know these things. And so there is a moment that must happen for each and every last one of us where there's a call that's being made. And you will feel it within you, if it's your time, that there's a nudge that's going around all over the world that is calling us higher, that's calling us deeper, that's calling us to not just speak the scriptures or preach the scriptures, but to actually embody what it means to become the living truth. The living truth, which means I no longer just believe, I no longer just read it. Me, myself, and I within me have awakened that this truth must be awakened within the vessel in order for me to become whatever it is that I need to become. Otherwise, I'm just acting, or otherwise, I'm just putting on a performance. But the hour of just performing is ending, and many of you are tired of that. So understand that when this deeper consciousness happens, person begins questioning. And honestly, this is one of the most important stages. Because the questioning is the beginning of the awakening, like, who really am I? Who am I really? What if there's more that I just don't understand and I didn't know? Why do I feel so disconnected? Why do old beliefs no longer satisfy me? Why does the world feel spiritually asleep? And what is this consciousness thing that I keep hearing about? What is truth? And once you begin to truly seek, the journey begins to change. There's a silence that begins to happen around you, and in that silence, you find a peace. And in that peace is where God is waiting for you.